Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite, home to the number one Theta community. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. And it's coming up very soon on November 1st. The Crypto Elite Creator Pass is going live once again with exclusive content, giveaway, and AMAs. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Cointelegraph. There's actually an article that came out recently by one of Theta Network's own. So we'll go and talk about who did it and what the article has to say. And if you're unfamiliar, you can go to thetatoken.org. If you select About, just scroll down. You can see the leadership team. And once again, the leadership member who put out some pretty awesome media was Andrea Berry. Once again, I know the entire community appreciates you going out, spreading the good word, and just getting Theta Network out there. So thank you once again, Andrea. And let's check it out. This has to do with Cointelegraph. So this is one of the largest media outlets in crypto right now. And there's a bunch of articles. I'm sure if you follow my channel, this isn't your first time in crypto, so you probably know about Cointelegraph. So it is great to see that Theta is having some representation in Cointelegraph. And if you track it down a little bit more, there's Andrea Berry. No profile picture yet, but I'm sure it'll come. As you can see here, this is her first article that she put out there, and it's called TV Streaming Providers Should Start Relying on NFTs. Now, I know there's a lot of left and right about NFTs, but I am 100% behind NFTs if they have utility, and I just want to foot stomp that very, very heavily. And I agree with this 100%. So we're going to check out this article, go through it, and then give some examples. And like I said, I'm 100% behind this. And she says NFTs could change the way subscription services work by allowing users to sell or rent out their subscriptions when they don't need them. I'll just have you think about that for a second. So imagine you have a Netflix account or a HBO Max account. What if you just wanted it for House of the Dragons? If you just wanted it for that Game of Thrones for the 8-9 weeks that it was out, and it's pretty awesome. And now that it's done, what if you don't want to watch HBO Max, but you don't want to cancel your account either and then have to re-sign up? What if there was an NFT that you could just sell and then you could repurchase it again whenever the next season or season 2 of Game of Thrones comes out? It's a pretty neat idea. So that is kind of the basis of this article over here. So we'll delve into it right now. So streaming companies have sought to take advantage of the norm by fleecing customers for everything they're worth. And we can see that with Netflix starting out as something very awesome, new, innovative, and now they're just reverting back to the mean of what television used to be back in the 90s and early 2000s and just starting to run advertisements. Of course, you can pay for the tiers that don't have advertisements, but that's kind of where we went for streaming because there's no advertisements. And then YouTube is doing the same thing with the potential to have 10 advertisements before you can watch a YouTube video, which is pretty insane. So some benefits of leveraging NFT technology is that streaming services can increasingly be used to create communities. And she gives a really good example of that a little bit later, and we'll talk about that. So as with all consumer culture in the digital world, we are what we consume. And NFTs have the potential to make that relationship far more profound. And one solution to streaming churn, and churn in this world, hopefully I'm getting it right, but it is the amount of people or the number of people who have a Netflix account and then they decide after 3 months that, you know what, I'm good. And then they decide to stop utilizing Netflix. That is churn. So they're trying to limit the churn. And that's one of the goals for Netflix, HBO Max, all of these large streaming sites. They want to keep your engagement. They want to keep the customers. Ultimately, they want more money at the end of the day. And limiting churn is how to do that. So she goes on to talk about how NFTs, they started, and as we all know, with the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they did a really good job of creating exclusive clubs and bringing in a lot of celebrities, and it was really good. It still is one of the ideal places to hang out, to say you have a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT. It's still something very, very ideal. So that is one of the beginnings. And then NFTs have become identity cards, VIP passes, proof of ownership, and digital arts. As the promotion at the very beginning, this is a creator pass. So with this NFT or creator pass, if you want to look at it that way, then you can start unlocking some exclusive content. That's another way to look at how NFTs will be utilized in the future. They need to have some utility behind them. And this, moving on in her article, this is the part that I really like. So if your watching habits are dominated by the likes of David Attenborough, an NFT could be built around your love of the natural world. So if you're unfamiliar, David Attenborough, he's the creator of a lot of those Planet Earth series and Blue Planet series and a lot of nature series out there. So just check it out, Deep Blue. I'm sure even if you don't watch it, you are very familiar with his creations, as am I. And I think she gives a really good example. So others like yourself will also purchase this niche membership, which could cross streaming platforms with the other money divided proportionally among distributors, IP owners, and content creators. So if he had some media that was on Netflix and HBO Max, it's not a zero-sum game. HBO Max could get paid for his content. Netflix could get paid for his content. He could get paid for producing his content. All of this could be tracked and easily divided with blockchain technology. That's what she's getting at, which is 100% true. And we'll give an example with Rewarder TV and Imagine Replay that does this currently. So with this compounded ultra niche membership, we could have a basis of community forged together by a shared interest. For third parties, this community could be a valuable revenue stream and offer endless possibilities for partnerships and engagement. This might include discounted museum and safari tickets. I'm not even a David Attenborough fan, but if I had the opportunity to go on one of his sets and record some of this, the natural world, or one of these Africa or Galapagos or penguins, heck yeah, I would do that. That would be actually pretty sweet. So I think it's a lot more than just the niche of people who are interested, but I would love to share that story of being able to do that. And it's all because of an NFT. So I think there's a lot of possibilities, like she was saying. So a membership product that appeals to a niche interest will inevitably improve users' perception of the value of the streaming service because it becomes a part of their identity. The solution to a lot of churn wars in the streaming sector is to turn a subscription into a membership. And that's exactly the examples that she's giving. You can also see it from Rewarder TV. This is just the live TV, but they have other events, Watch Party Wednesdays and stuff like that. But as you can see here, there's chats over here. So you can just find a movie with like-minded individuals or a subset of content, whether that be David Attenborough's nature type of documentaries and movies, and just like sit down, bro it up, and chat. And I think that would turn just watching TV into more of a membership, and you get a lot more out of it. That's kind of what she's getting at. So I'll kind of end this with staying ahead of the curve. So she says we can do this all today, and I think Rewarder TV provides that. It has all the technology to do that. And then NFTs also, like I said at the very beginning, NFTs with utility can unlock these gated contents and move all of these different people from one big subscription service into a membership. And I think that is what we need to push the entire space forward. And it's much like what Warner Brothers is kind of doing right now with Lord of the Rings. Check out some of my previous videos if you're unfamiliar with this, but this is kind of unlocking that gated experience for individuals who are very into Lord of the Rings. So this is one step in the right direction, and it's just compounding on top of what Andrea was saying. So in summary, guys, I 100% agree with this article. Go check it out. I'll have it in the linked in the description below. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys on the next one.